In many Muslim countries, for example, the authorities have taken the decision to close mosque and suspend prayers in the mosque. Even in the two holy mosques in Mecca and Medina, worshippers are not allowed to conduct the prayers in those two holy mosques. We have therefore consulted the Fatwa Committee, or known as the Legal Committee, to determine the right thing to do religiously with regards to our mosque. The situation remains critical, and there is a real risk of infection amongst mosque congregants if we just reopen our mosque in the context of the rising number of cases taking place in Singapore. The committee was unanimous in its view that it is unsafe to reopen our mosque now. This is also confirmed by our mosque leaders and staff in the mosque, who feel that given the current circumstances, opening mosque for congregants to return carries a lot of risk. So the only responsible and right thing to do now is to do everything necessary to prevent infection, which is not to gather in large congregations. As such, the Fatwa Committee is of the view that there is a need for mosques to remain closed and for congregational prayers to remain suspended until there are significant improvements as advised by the Ministry of Health. More specifically, Muslim law recognizes that illness and fear for one's safety are valid reasons to not hold or observe such prayers. So therefore, it is very clear that our circumstances today do not allow for congregational prayers in mosques to be held yet. It's also very important for me to share with members of the media and also the community that the Fatwa Committee, comprising of our senior religious scholars and leaders in Singapore, is with the community in feeling a deep sense of and a longing for congregation, a deep sense of loss and a longing for congregation, because being together in worship is a very important part of our religious life. And I wish to encourage our Muslim community that in doing their bit to keep everyone safe, in and of itself, they are doing one of the noblest things they can as Muslims. It is as deeply spiritual as standing before God in prayer in a congregation. Because in doing so, we are exemplifying one of the greatest religious virtues taught by Islam, as the Quran says in chapter 5, verse 32, and if anyone saved a life, it is as if they have saved the life of all of humanity.